Zuerlein now. He'll handle the honors to get us started. And we are underway from Cincinnati. From the 6. Oh, a good return up past the 30. Past midfield. Still going. And out of bounds finally, but not before getting it way across the 50 inside the 25.
As the excitement continues to swirl after that return, if I'm the offensive coordinator, I'm thinking about keeping that excitement going. Already in scoring position, I've got to take some shots at the end zone right now.
On fine, ready?
Mixon with a first down carry. So that time they got the left guard with a hold.
And let's face it, in today's ball, you might have that 330-pound guy you're supposed to clear out of there. You might need a little bit of extra help by grabbing the jersey and trying to ride him out.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. An option handoff here to Mixon. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
Next to receivers, they'll spread the defense out, and they were able to come through with a slashing run.
Well, to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes out of passing sets? And if so, it's going to be a long day for the defense.
Behind the chains, 2nd and 13. Throw left side, complete to Chase. And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
Well, partner, that's the start that you want right there. And you know he spent the entire offseason throwing hundreds, I'd probably say thousands of passes, getting ready for that moment. The first throw of the new season. He's dreamed about it, thought about it, and now it's out of the way.
Yeah, 1 for 1. A lot more to go. From the gun on 3rd down is Burrow. And this is going to be incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
Get set. 11, Thomas. 11.
They'll try and throw forward with Burrow. Got a man. It's Chase. He completes it. They're able to keep the drive alive. 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. That is catch number 300 now for his NFL career. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Now Burrow. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. On 2nd down, here's Mixon. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. 3 yards on the pickup there, but they've only got it back to 3rd and 10. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
The 7th play now of this opening drive. This is 3rd and long, though. Slot man moves right. On 3rd down, Burrow. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
That's a really nice job there by the coverage, understanding that they're in a high-stakes situation. If he doesn't make a play on that ball, there's an excellent chance it ends up either as a touchdown or as a nice gain downfield.
McPherson's kick is good. All offseason, probably a lot of thought goes into that first drive of week one. They didn't get the touchdown, but at least they got something.
And what I like about it is that they didn't overthink it, because you're exactly right. A lot goes into the offseason, the preseason, to get to that first drive of the regular season. They went right downfield, mission accomplished, points on the board.
And he's going to get this across the 20 as he's out of bounds at the 23. Foul to the air on 1st and 10. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. From the 31, Powell. And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's 3rd down. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. 3rd and 2, here's Howell. Into a double team, and it's intercepted.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Here we go. 11 MT, take. 11 stop.
Burrow giving it to Mixon on the option. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now it's Burrow. He'll find his running back, Joe Mixon. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense, because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
On 3rd down, Mixon. And he will be knocked down hard, but he will have the first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Once again, they run with Mixon. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on 1st down.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. He finds his man, complete. It's King. And they'll work this down inside the 30. And they'll send the slot in motion left. Now it's Burrow. He will find his man Chase, complete. And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 13-yard line. A sizable 16-yard chunk there. The drive continues. They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10.
11 MT. 11 mighty. 11 mighty.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Open man is Higgins, and he's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. 13 yards out. And they are able to add on to their advantage. That's why you've got your star out there. Throw the ball to him. They did.
That's simply saying we don't care what coverage you put out there. He's so good, we're going there with the football anyway, and there's not a thing you can do about it.
Inside the red zone, they go to him. He gets it done. So an early 10-0 lead for him now as they kick it away. Taking it about the 1. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. So offside's the call, and they understandably decline it.
And this is why we're seeing more and more teams hiring that one coach to the staff that's in charge of all these things. This one's minor. It's pretty easy to figure out. But all the game management stuff, trying to help out the head coach in his decision-making process.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. And they'll run on the inside handoff. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
From the gun, he'll hand this off.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
Now I'll try to pick it up on 3rd. And that is incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
4th down, Howell. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Vikings unable to convert here on 4th. And the Bengals will get the football back. Even though they didn't get it, probably the right call. Too long for a field goal and just not a whole lot to gain from a punt there.
Yeah, you wouldn't have really netted very much yardage if you pumped the ball, right? And the thing about a field goal, and you know this from so much experience, the longer the field goal, the lower it comes out off the kick, right? Which means it's got a better chance of being blocked. So you're taking a chance either way. I like the fact they went for it.
Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Here we go.
And the Bengals on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5.
11. 12. 11. Hey, we got to go score.
Burrow will throw. He's going to look deep down the field. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Here's Aaron Sipos out now to punt on 4th down. Call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Vikings will be backed up deep to begin their drive as they take over 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. A kind of a lucky break on the prior drive, Charles. The turnover on downs that the offense had didn't come back to bite them after the other side. Their defense. He's got a man complete. The 30. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. Well, fair to say that when you're looking at guys that can run like the wind, you often find him at the wide receiver position, and that was special there. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped him. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Touchdown! Jalen Reagor, a 20-yard touchdown. And the Vikings have cut it back within a score. Zerline good with a PAT. And that'll cut it to 3 and 10-7. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. From way up at the 23. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30.
On 2.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. As we eat closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
Gun. Got 11 Thomas. 11
The slot man in motion right.
11 MT Tate. 11
An option handoff here to Mixon. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. Here's 2nd and 9. Just a yard on that last run. Burrow going to get this out to Chase. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. So 8 yards on the completion there, and that'll leave him with a 3rd and just a yard.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he will have the first down, but he finds up paying for it pretty good. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll bring a receiver in motion right.
11.
Back to Mixon on 1st down. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Again, it's Mixon. And a short gain down to about the 33. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Dumps it off to Mixon. And this play comes to a halt at the 33, and obviously that's well short of the first down. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
McPherson's kick is good. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get in the field goal range. Howell's throw pulled in by Jefferson. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. He's going to air one out. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Certainly no lack of aggressiveness here. They were hoping for the home run play to get them 6 points. They're hoping for a catch, maybe a call, but they figure they can at least get into field goal range with a completion.
Back to throw, Howell. And that incomplete, nearly intercepted. And remember, he had his hands on one earlier, had one pick. Could have been a 2nd, but instead it's 4th down. The Vikings send out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
Here we go.
And with only 9 seconds remaining, with not much time, we'll see how they play this.
11 MT, 11 MT. 11.
In motion goes the tight end. Now they go play action now. Burrow. Going for the deep ball. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
They gave it a shot with the deep pass, but it wasn't going to work there. And now there's less time for them to try and get 3 before the half. Let's see what they dial up on this next snap.
Final play of the half for Burrow and company. Oh, he'll let one go deep for Higgins. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Garden getting set for quarter number 3 here. And we'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. Fields it right around the goal line. And able to get this out to the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
Complete. Jefferson the target. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And now 2 yards to go on third down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And the slot man goes in motion left. Throwing here, Howell. He's going to let this one go deep. He's got a man, complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A gain of 39 that time. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. They'll throw on first down. Here's Howell. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Well, if you're going to give out a little applause on that play, it has to go to the defense. More good work by them. They've taken away the passing lanes all game long, and you can see the frustration that it's causing because he just about threw that one into the first row.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line.
It's largely been the air attack that's gotten them down here, but now is where you start to lean on that running game. That's a good pickup there on 1st and goal.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Howell completing the quick throw out wide. And he goes backwards on this one. Losing yardage to the 7. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. Heck of a play there to get to him quickly and get him down for a loss.
I think they did a really nice job getting ready for this game, scouting, watching film, and understanding defensively what the play design was.
A big play if you think about it right now in this season opener. It's 3rd and goal. Howell, 3rd and goal. Throw left side, taken in by Jefferson. A gain of 5, but not enough. Leads to a 4th and goal.
A short gain that doesn't get them the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. So taking a risk here early in the new year, they're going to go for it. Going for it on 4th. Here's Howell. Rager catches it left side. A great open field tackle is going to stop him shy of the goal line. They get the completion but cannot push forward into the end zone, and the Bengals are going to get the football back. So they've gone for it twice now on 4th down in this game, and both times unsuccessful.
I wish we could hear the headsets now between the head coach and the offensive coordinator. Now that they're 0 for 2.
I don't know if he made it out of the end zone. No signal. Yes, it's a safety.
The goal here is about getting any kind of positive yardage in this spot because you don't care who, you don't care how. You just want to try and buy a little space and get away from your own end zone. But in this spot, the defense was all over that play and equally motivated to stick them with a safety.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Howell throwing on 1st down here. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it's 2nd down. Second down, Howell now. That'll be caught. It's Rager. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 23 yards the pickup there. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 34. On first down, Howell. Dancing to his left. Catch is made here by Irv Smith Jr. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. And they'll send the slot in motion left. Slot man moves right. Howell out of the shotgun. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
But based on the play we just saw there, he might not be the guy you want to challenge in coverage on these all-important snaps. He certainly looks dialed in right now.
Another throw for Howell. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Sometimes the game is pretty simple. Put a few extra defensive backs on the field, give them nowhere to throw the football, force the incompletion, and get off the field on 3rd down.
So here we go, 4th down, Howell. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Vikings unable to convert here on 4th. And the Bengals will get the football back. Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here, 1st and 10 at the 34. They'll try and start this drive in the air. He finds his running back, Mixon. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 12 yards that time and a Cincinnati 1st down.
But they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another 1st down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
11 mighty.
Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Here we go.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. They'll stay on the ground. Mixon again. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down. Burrow looking to pass. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Here we go, here we go.
The slot man in motion right.
11 coming. 12. Gotta go.
4th down. Here's Joe Burrow. He finds his man complete. That's King.
Here we go.
And He is going to have the Bengals first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. They go back to the ground now with Mixon, and this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, second down. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run, the best runs for the top running back. Those are the ones you focus on and want to take away, and they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
And Mixon not going to get there. Running into a wall here, and they'll stop him short. Burrow going for it on fourth. Touchdown, Bengals. 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Bengals are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their fourth quarter lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the fourth quarter. This drive becomes very critical. First down, Howell to throw. He'll fire it deep for Rager. And that's caught inside the 35. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
Well, he reminded us that he was a 1,000-yard receiver a year ago as he starts off week 1 picking up right where he left off. He told us at the end of the preseason he was primed for a big year. He just gave us excellent evidence of his belief.
Howell to the air on 1st and 10. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
That was a nice grab. Just couldn't get the feet down, right? Need that toe tap sequence there. Whatever size shoe he's wearing, probably need about a half size smaller to complete that one.
To throw again on 2nd down. Howell steps away. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Irv Smith Jr., 33 yards. And the Vikings have made it a 1-score game again here in the fourth. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a 1-score game here in the fourth.
And that's what these guys have done all game long because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. From way up at the 23. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a break. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. This game, it's been defensively oriented on both sides, so I guess it stands to reason that the play of the game comes on defense.
Well, it's my kind of game. You know that.
That's
Anytime
right.
we have a
That's right.
defensive battle, but that, as you said, it stands to reason that's the way the game tilted. Someone had to make a big play, and the way the defenses were dominating, that's exactly what we got.
Powell throwing for it. And he's got it. So the two-point conversion is good, and they add on to their fourth quarter lead.
Bengals 20. Brings their line set to kick off.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. It's a short kick taken out beyond the 20. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And they have to try and move past that pick six because now they're dealing with a fourth quarter deficit. And they need this drive to end in points. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. They're passing here. Joe Burrow. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Vikings pick up the football. And they are going to bring this one back. It's a fumble return. A scoop and score for the Vikings. Now Zerline on and the extra point. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Makes the score Vikings 30, Bengals 20.
And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. Not much leg here. Fields this at the 24-yard line. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
Here we go, here we go.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a two-score deficit.
Here we go, here we go.
A gain of 12 yards. That's good.
Now Burrow on first down. And that's going to be caught. T. Higgins. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. T. Higgins. Already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Bengals have got it back to within a score. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And with that last touchdown, I mean, we're set up for a good finish here. Some things to consider, Charles. Obviously, it's a very close game. You're in the fourth quarter. Defensively, they've got all 3 timeouts in their back pocket.
So the chess match really ramps up, doesn't it? Because in these situations, what do? Do you run the ball and kill the clock here? Or do you try and bury them with another score? And how about defensively? Do you use your timeouts at earliest opportunity? Or wait till you hit the 2-minute warning? So there's a lot going into this one. Let's see how each side goes about their strategy.
They'll send a receiver here in motion right. Powell, he'll look to throw it. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop it.
Oh, boy, he got a favorable spot there. The guys on the sidelines are raising their hands over their head and clasping their hands to signal safety. But the official marked it just outside the end zone at the 1-yard line.
So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They're facing a critical third down now as they try to hold on to this lead. Powell out of his own end zone. He'll fire it deep for Rager. And that will be incomplete. They weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down.
You always think about picking up the first down, but in this case, they were thinking about something bigger. They were thinking about the home run shot and took it downfield. Unable to connect, but admire the effort.
The Vikings send out their punter, and you wonder, could they possibly think about taking a safety here? And he'll try and hurry the kick, gets it away, but it's not looking that great.
I feel like you and I could be in our backyard with our dads right now. What did they always say when they were throwing us the ball? Look it all the way in. Make sure you secure it. That had the feeling of not happening there on that play, that he didn't have full control of the ball.
When that punch coming in, I don't have a return punch, but I would imagine it's tough to monitor those guys coming full steam ahead at you.
It really is. You try and get that peek to know where they are, about whether you should fair catch it or not. But sometimes...
There he goes, right side. The 20. Touchdown, Vikings. A great play there. 84 yards. And the Vikings use the big play to extend their fourth quarter lead. Zuerlein connects on the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Vikings 37, Bengals 27. Greg Zuerlein set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. From way up at the 23. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably... And this is intercepted, and that should do it. And the Vikings are going to take possession of the football. With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys, they've been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. 3rd and 1. Howell's going to throw it. Going for it all. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. Jalen Reagor, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Vikings are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Right after the touchdown to extend their lead, now maybe opening the door a little bit there by allowing starting field position at the 40.
On one, ready?
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. Burrow going to get this out to Chase. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Decent start there to the drive. Big hill to climb, needing 2 touchdowns, also a 2 two-point conversion.
So, partner, how do you eat an elephant?
I don't eat an elephant. Who eats elephant?
Well, if you do it one bite at a time. Okay. That's the way they've got to play this, one play at a time. Yes, there's urgency, but they have to be careful as well.
Let's go with like a 50-ounce ribeye. Yeah. One bite at a time.
All right, I'm with you.
Burrow. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line. Slot man moves right. Throwing, Burrow. He will find his man Chase complete. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
11 MT tape. 11 MT tape.
On first down, Knox. Now another timeout called for by the offense. That'll leave him with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
Every team we ever talk to that continues to run the ball in a game, even when they haven't had much success, all talks about attrition, don't they? If you keep running it, eventually good things are likely to happen. It's been a hard go in this game today.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendrick. 6. And the Vikings are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory. Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room. A gain of 3, second down. Well, CD, always a little extra excitement for Week 1, and one of our early window games here in Week 1 on a Sunday comes to a close. Good to be back in the booth with you, my friend. And it's good to be back in the booth with you as well. And we know that not everyone's going to start the season 1-0, right? Half the league is going to have a loss on their record, but everyone's got to build off of that opener. And how many coaches tell us every single year, you make your most progress between Week 1 and Week 2. We'll see how both of these teams progress the rest of this season. So for Minnesota, hey, you get a win, you get it on the road. You can't ask for much more than that to start the year. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Dallas Cowboys. Meanwhile, for the Bengals, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head down to Miami to take on the Dolphins.
It's that hate, boy. Yeah, my day ones here to dance at the beginning. So you know it's only right, that's how we eat. Came all the way from losing to winning. Yeah, I did. But it ain't just me, it's the whole team. Share it with the whole team. Congratulate the whole team. Know when you riding like we riding with each other. Ain't no.
Got so many memories that I made on Cascade Road. I done gained the world, I ain't never sell my soul. This is God-given, so I thank him as I go. I am harder than I ever been. Losing's what I never do. How you supposed to walk with me? I'm 80 steps ahead of you. My mind is on Socrates, all my bars on Rubik's Cube. Every time I do it, I just have to do it beautiful. I can't let this moment pass, yeah, I know my time is now. Know my mama proud of me, and my grandma smiling down. Every time I turn it up, whole crowd be wildin' out. Matter of fact, let me see your hands. Look, I saw my shot and I took it. I couldn't do it different. Couldn't afford to stop and go. I had to stay consistent. Made up my mind that no matter what, I gotta win. That's why it's always me and never them. One shot for everybody living in the moment. One shot is all you get, so you gotta own it. One shot. You only get one shot. One shot for everybody living in the moment. One shot is all you get, so you gotta own it. One shot. You only get one shot.
Heart of a lion, my time, here I go. I am not moving in silence. If it ain't moving, moving. We making movies, moving, moving, moving. I get a chance and take it. We bout to build it. They leaving it vacant. I just go harder, harder. I am unbothered. I gotta get it. I am so with it. I will go get it. That is the difference. I am not waiting. I am not faking. Everything out here, that's for the taking. My mind too right. My grind too tight. This head rhyme too nice. This my world, my life. One shot, who me? Take that, ooh wee. One shot, movie. That's all you need. One shot, who me? Take that.